Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Can Turki Alalshikh crack the Mayvinci code? That's the question. Can he crack the Mayvinci code? Oh, Lord have mercy, man. That sounds so funny to me. But anyway, Turki Alalshikh seemed to have come across a little bit of a roadblock here because for some reason, Al Haymon, Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby, Sam Watson, and Gervonta Davis and his team don't seem willing to want to entertain a fight in Saudi Arabia. Now, this is where I think we're going to see problems really start to develop between Floyd, Al Haymon, and Gervonta Davis. Now, remember, Floyd's gone on record and said, and no, not minor setback for a major comeback. I faced tough competitors. I made smart business decisions. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is when Floyd said he and Al Haymon are one. If you're talking about Al Haymon, you're talking about him. Now, I don't know how true that is, but maybe there is some truth to that. You know, Floyd did say it. And nobody's come out to dispel what he said. But what I'll say is this. Floyd has always had control of his career. Floyd has always been, like he loved to remind people, the A side, right? Always. But now he, Al Haymon, right, have run into a situation, this Saudi shot caller, to where now the Mayvinci code may be cracked because it was damn near impossible to get through Mayweather's defense, right? But now, as far as them being the A side and being able to dictate negotiations and terms of contracts, it looks like the Mayvinci code in regards to negotiations is about to get cracked by the Saudi shot caller Turki Alalshikh. Let me tell you something. Turki Alalshikh already has the heavyweight division on lock. He shut stuff down when it came to the heavyweights. Anyone who's a heavyweight, in my opinion, will be a fool for them and their promoter and manager and team to not be trying to get over there to Saudi Arabia to get on that circuit. Millions and millions of dollars being paid to guys to come fight. But this is the issue. What about the other weight divisions? They're already tampering with the cruiserweights, already tampering with the light heavyweights. Next is going to be Canelo. Then after that, it's going to be Janabek. Then after that, you may see, Tim Tszyu, Crawford, Jamel, the Lubins. You may see some of them guys, the Tszyus, you may see some of those guys start to get tampered with. And 147 is another one of those divisions, then 140, 135. So I see, my kids out there playing, hear all that goddamn noise. But what I see happening here is everyone is going to be forced to make a decision. Do you stand fast and hold your ground to try to, keep boxing in the United States? Or do you say, you know what? We can fight all we want to keep boxing in the United States. But the money we can make in one fight over there will probably take us to make in 10 fights over here. And that's where somebody with some kind of goddamn sense has to intervene and say, you know what, guys, look, let's just go out here and get this money. Doesn't mean boxing in America is dead. And then come on back. I'm sure Turki Alalshikh understands. He wants it to be a win-win. Turki Alalshikh wants to collaborate. Now, don't get me wrong. It's strictly an iron-fisted dictatorship when it comes to what he wants. But as far as his vision and his objective, he wants to collaborate. And he wants to hear from these guys. You can't expect Turki Alalshikh. I am sure if they just had a conversation with him, as long as they're respectful, because if they're not respectful, you may hear off with their heads. And then that guy come in there with the damn little eyes cut out in the black hood, and then start ginsuing motherfuckers. They may start to ginsu people in there, but I'm joking. But what I'm getting at is, as long as you come in there respectfully and explain, look, we still have a life here in the United States. We still have a business in the United States. We can do a fight here. Can we and then go back to the States and do a fight, or try to figure it out? But this is a whole nother video. I need to save this for. But this is what's going to happen. It's going to put a strain on things, because I don't think Turki Alalshikh is trying to come into America, period. He's going to stay right out there. Why come over here and deal with the BS? You know there's going to be some BS. Turki Alalshikh come over here to America, you know there's going to be some BS. Nah, stay over there where he's comfortable. Stay over there where the fighters seem to be comfortable. You can make them, you treat them. They'll never, ever, ever get the kind of treatment in the United States and how they'll treat them over there. Right? But the same thing is, if they go over there and do something stupid, the type of punishment they'll get is not going to, nothing in the States can compare to the type of punishment they can get. But that being said, the money, I think, could force Gervonta Davis to look at Al Haymon and Floyd Mayweather like, you know what? Y'all, why don't I go out there and make $75 million? Because look, Gervonta Davis is in demand. And Turki Alalshikh wants him over there. Somebody posted something today. No, Turki Alalshikh only wants Devin Haney. That's not true. Look at McNicholas. That's not what he said. He wants Gervonta Davis as well. But there's very little Gervonta Davis. So when the supply is low, the demand is high. And Gervonta Davis keeps playing hardball. Who knows? He may get more money than what Tyson Fury recently received with the $60-something million payday. Okay? But if that kind of money is put on the table for Gervonta Davis and Mayweather and Al Haymon and all those guys behind the scenes don't want him to come to Saudi, I'd have to say, what the hell is the problem? Mayweather's in Dubai getting money. I'm sure if those Saudis offer Floyd Mayweather $40 million to go fight, I'm sure Floyd will be over there doing an exhibition or whatever the hell he's doing. So why not let, in my opinion, Tank go into a winnable fight? It just, something's not wrong. But I understand business. We understand Al Haymon, savvy businessman. But you know what? Eddie Hearn is savvy too. Frank Warren is savvy too. I'm not saying one is better than the other, right? Everyone's going to have an opinion on that. But goddamn, they got enough sense to be like, you know what? Let me go get some of this money. But at the same time, that's why it makes me wonder, what else is going on to where it'll make a guy like Al Haymon say, nope, not all money is good money. We don't need to go over there. What is it that they know that we don't know? Now, you already know the secret society is in full effect. But what I'm getting at is, what is it that that man has seen or that he knows for him to say, I'm not getting mixed up with it? Now, I've already talked about propaganda. I think Deontay Wilder, that's why I said, man, the MAGA hats are after him. MAGA, Make America Great Again hats on Deontay Wilder's ass. Because he came back talking about how in America, you don't get treated good. And over there, they treat everybody, irregardless of race, they treat you so good. And how he's looking to buy a house over there. But let me tell you something. You don't have to say that in front of no camera. You can't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? My little one playing around. You can't come out there doing that craziness, man. But at the same time, it makes me wonder, Al Haymon, the Amazon Prime deal, you know, there's really no announcements. There's really nothing going on. So it's like if I'm hungry, right? And it's like these people are promising me, let's say, a steak. It's like, oh, the steak is coming. I'm starving, right? But this guy here has got a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Now I'm starving. And it's like, yo, I need to eat something, man. Oh, that steak is coming. A month goes by. I go from being able to stand up to now I'm bedridden. Another month goes by. I just lost 40 pounds or something like that. All of a sudden now, it's a life or death situation. But I'm still waiting on this goddamn steak when I could have had 3, 4, 5 peanut butter jelly sandwiches and been out here keeping the party going. And I think that's what you got here. I think Al Haymon, this Amazon deal and these promises for big money to guys like Tank Davis, promising them this big juicy steak, when this man got some nice peanut butter and jelly sandwiches out there in Saudi Arabia waiting for him. Some real nice peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches are high in protein, man. Go out there and get you some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Quit waiting around here with this Amazon Prime deal and this promise of giving you steak and potatoes and all that shit. Go on out there and get you that peanut butter and jelly. And if they don't have peanut butter and jelly, I know they got some mutton with yogurt sauce and rice pilaf and all that good shit out there. Go on out there and eat some good food. Get paid, man. This is crazy to me. I just don't understand. But Gervonta Davis has legal issues. Floyd Mayweather and them, they don't want those guys to come out there. And I truly believe when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, he believes that I don't think they want to lose control. I really think that's what happens. You know, Al Haymon has always been a guy. What threat has Al Haymon had in the United States? I know there was a huge lawsuit, Top Rank, Golden Boy, PBC. I've heard the stories about hedge funds and money being lost and investors losing money. But for the most part, when you watch Al Haymon, he seemed to have been able to kind of snake his way through all of them little obstacles and end up what to me seems to be in a win-win situation. But as far as having top fighters moving overseas, I don't think that's. Turki Alalshikh signs you to a 2-3 fight deal. To me, that's not moving overseas. Now, what happened with Tyson Fury and I think Usyk, I think those guys' deals are to exclusively fight in Saudi Arabia. My son making noise. About to make me lose my train of thought. Hold on one second. They too damn loud. Hey, Chuko. Daddy making a video. Quiet down. That was my 6-year-old, man. They out there making airplanes and throwing them shits from the top up at the second floor, throwing them over the balcony, man, letting them fly all through the house. But you got these fighters over there fighting exclusively in Saudi Arabia. Like Tyson Fury already said, he's not going back to the UK. It's over. He's not going back to the UK. Anthony Joshua, he sounded like he may go back to the UK, but I'm not so sure AJ's going back to the UK. It sounds to me like they've already signed. I already told you, you got to quiet down, Chuko. It sounded to me like they signed these deals for multiple fights, and in addition to that, I'm not just talking about the 2 or 3 fights. It's like maybe even more than that, but to be done exclusively in Saudi Arabia. I already know Tyson Fury signed his life away because he said it. But I think these other fights, some of them, you know, they may be looking to do something similar because of the amount of money, man. But I just don't think that the goal is to have all the fighters move from overseas to Saudi Arabia. I think is to have guys come over there, fight, win their fights, and continue in a tournament type scenario. And if you lose, then you know, hey, you go back to the States. So I think guys can end up in a situation to where they end up being over there fighting in multiple fights if they keep winning, because that's where the money is. And if they come back to the States, well, they may not want to fight. Could you imagine going and making 20, 30 million to come back to the States and fight for $1 million? Look at Deontay Wilder's position. He got to figure something out because, check this out. Ngannou wants to fight Wilder. Anthony Joshua wants to fight Wilder. And Turki Alalshikh wants Wilder over there. Wilder has a couple big fights still waiting for him. So we'll see what he does. But the bottom line is, I think Turki Alalshikh can get, I think he can crack the Mayvinci code, and we may see him get Al Haymon to come over there and to get Gervonta over there and to get Mayweather over there, to get Leonard Ellaby over there. Wouldn't that be a treat to have Leonard Ellaby and Eddie Hearn sit next to each other? Oh, Lord have mercy. I'll be cracking up, man. But I think if anyone can do it, it's going to be Alalshikh. Because this is what it tells me. Floyd Mayweather and Al Haymon have probably already talked to Gervonta. And they're like, say no. Everything is no. Let's wait till these MFers come and offer you $200 million, $150 million. Wait till the price. The price is going to keep going up. Don't worry about no initial offers, no initial talks. So they're going to play hardball. They're going to play hardball because you got to look. Gervonta Davis could stay right here in the States and fight and keep making big money. Gervonta doesn't. I mean, it's one thing to go out there and snatch up a quick $80 million, right? And then another thing to sit here with no stress, be comfortable in your own backyard, your own environment, and make $20, $30, $40 million a fight. Either way it goes, Gervonta Davis is going to get paid. So he doesn't need to stress about nothing. And I think Turki Alalshikh is going to realize, okay, the Gervonta Davis situation is a little bit different from these other fighters. You know what I'm saying? Joshua could have sat right there and done the same thing in the UK. Tyson Fury could have sat there and done the same thing in the UK. But, you know, they got promoters that's all about, you know, making as much money as possible. Al Haymon, his brain, to me, it's my opinion, like his brain works differently. It's like, okay, we see the money and we want some of that. However, what about all of these other things? To me, it looks like he does a cost-benefit analysis. That's what it looks like to me. He does a cost-benefit analysis. And it's like, the cost of being involved with Saudi and the backlash ain't worth the benefit of these few $1 million that they're going to give us on top of what we're already making. Stay over here, off the radar, lay low, and keep doing what we're doing. But I don't know. But I'm telling you what, in the business of boxing, where you're talking about, it's all about prize fighting, making money. If Turki Alalshikh doubles down and says, you know what, Gervonta Abdul Wahid, you're a Muslim brother, I want to show you how serious I am about bringing you over here. And he threw $100 million and drop a Ferrari on him. What is Gervonta Davis going to do? Can't tell me he going to turn that down and do a Deontay Wilder out here. Because Deontay Wilder had to get through 3 fights, I think, for AJ to make that kind of money when the discussions were going on. If they drop that kind of money on Abdul Wahid Gervonta Davis, I just can't see him going against that. I just can't. But that being said, they can say what they want about stuff, leaving America and going overseas and going to Saudi and boxing's going to die in America. Let me tell you something. Boxing already dying out here. And I feel that way. Boxers can't even get fights. You tell me different. Boxing ain't drying up in the United States. You know what I'm saying? These guys are sitting over here. Every fighter who's fighting over here, they're looking and saying, shit, how can I get over there? If they get the opportunity, they're gone. They're gone. It's crazy. It's amazing what money can do. It's amazing what money can do. But we'll see how it goes. Gervonta's supposed to be returning to the ring soon. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But I do think Turki Alalshikh, he's got the money. He's got the brain to be able to crack the Mayvinci code. And I think we may see that. But they're going to hold tight and just wait and just see if that price keeps going up and increasing. It's going to get to the point to where they're going to be like, all right, that's what we're looking for. Just like if you're sitting on an airplane, the flight's about to take off, and they're like, okay, passengers, we're overbooked. We need somebody to come off the plane, and we'll put you on another flight, and we'll give you a $200 voucher. Nobody gets off the plane. Then they come back in 10 minutes. We'll give you a $500 voucher. Then somebody from the back shouts out, let me know when you reach 1,000. And then that person gets to 1,000. They're like, shit, I'm out of here. I'll take $1,000 voucher, free ticket, and I'm chilling. And that's how that works. And I think that's a similar situation. You want me to get off the plane? You want me to get off the plane where I'm comfortable? You better make sure that voucher you're going to give me is right. And then I'll get off no problem. We'll see how it all goes. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.